Hello everyone, Luis Concepcion here from Strategic Profit Line Trading, coming to you with the plan of the week for week number 30. And we are here. The Super Bowl of earnings is here. As always, here's our disclosures. This contest for educational purposes only. I'm not providing any investment advice. Past performance does not guarantee future results, and all investments involves risk. We have 877 companies reporting this week. That's right. The majority of the market is reporting this week, and this is why we call it the Super Bowl of earnings. I will provide you with the news and provide you a market overview on what has happened, especially with tech, and then we'll get into this week's companies and possible opportunities. Here's our results for week 29. Went 6-1, no entry with 29 and provided 36 zones. And here it is. Again, fun pack jam week, so everything should be on earnings and possibly no news to cover. Went ahead and updated this week on what worked and what didn't work, and that brings our total to the year at 81-9. All right, transitioning to the news, as you can see on Monday, we don't have anything affecting the US markets. For those of you trading futures and Forex, the Australian dollar will be affected in the evening, so pay attention to that. Moving on to Tuesday, we got consumer confidence at 7 o'clock, but you can see the report is not expected to cause a lot of volatility in the market. And pretty much because of everything we're going on earnings. So nothing to report. Australian dollar again with its CPI after hours, so be mindful of that. Then on Wednesday, with the combination of earnings, the first thing that's going to affect the markets, and that's not going to be till 11 o'clock PST. We got the federal's fund rates and the FOMC statement with a follow-on conference. So Wednesday, you can expect a lot of volatility, and that's pre-market to some major markets having earnings. On Thursday, nothing impacting the U.S. markets until 5:30 a.m. We got the British pound with monetary policy. So again, trading futures and Forex, be mindful of the British pound pre-market. And then we got our GDP report on Thursday morning with a consumer price index. So expect a lot of volatility starting Wednesday and Thursday. Then all this is tentative for the Japanese yen, so don't pay mind to it. Just be mindful that there's a lot of tentative reports Thursday evening. Then on Friday, Canadian GDP report, and then nothing major for the indices except the results of Apple and Amazon earnings. All right, moving into the charts, and I got a jam-packed one for you this week. Starting with the SPX of S&P 500, you can see our levels are still holding. S&P 500 didn't move as much as the NASDAQ did in tech. You can see we're right in the middle of nowhere. So I'm going to sit here and say that the NASDAQ in tech is going to guide the next direction of the S&P 500. 7238.19 to 7170 is still our demand area. And on the supply side, 7563.69 to 7624.85. Now, moving on to the NASDAQ. NASDAQ is getting hurt. And you can define hurt depending on what you're actually holding in tech. As you can see from the highs on June 30th, we have fallen another 8%. So total for the year, going back to our highs, the NASDAQ is down 10%. We have finally broken our last level here. It broke on Friday. So looking for a continued push here unless we get a recovery rally at the beginning of the week. 27,820 to 27,485 with a subsequent level at 27,32 to 26,854. So earnings is going to be the big dictator of what happens this week. So looking for a push down to 2780, back up to the middle. Our supply level still being at 30450 to 3791, and that's going to do it for the NASDAQ. Again, NASDAQ being the weakest of the bunch. Moving on to the Dow Jones, falling a little bit here, but not as much as the NASDAQ. 512.09 to 508.11 has not changed. No supply in the Dow Jones. Moving on to the Russell. Russell holding strong as well. No demand until 2721.44 to 2690.31. Now, getting into earnings. Starting with Monday morning before the market, first company I have for you is going to be Baker Hughes, ticker symbol BKR. Our levels still have been intact since last quarter. 50.28 to 42.09 on the demand side, 72.37 to 80.99 on the supply side. Next company I have for you is going to be Bank of Marin, ticker symbol BMRC, in a supply zone right now. So utilize it with caution. You'll know Monday morning whether or not this level holds because it has earnings pre-market. 28.93 to 31.86 may have an opportunity to take action on this Monday morning. Moving on to Monday after the close. First company I have for you is Applied Digital. Been getting a lot of hype in the media. Supply zone 45.45 to 50.93. So for those of you who missed that hike since the beginning, we're getting another chance here. 20.76 to 18.43. If this level fails, just be mindful. Look, this has worked once, twice already. We can get all the way down to $7.70 to $6.30. So be mindful of that. Next company I have for you is going to be Navitas, ticker symbol NVTS, another hype in the market with the AI. Took off, coming right back down. So $10.40 to $9.11 on the demand side, 22.08 to 24.74 on the supply side. Next company I have for you is going to be Celestica, ticker symbol CLS. This should have been updated, and now it is. So 255.72 to 238 on the demand side. Be mindful this level has worked on several occasions. Your next higher probability zone is going to be at 222.06 to 209.19, and there is no supply in this company all the way up to 441.24 to 474.99. Next company I have for you is going to be Nucor, ticker symbol NUE. No supply right now. First demand zone I have for you is going to be at 190.64 to 186.90. Next company I have for you is going to be Amcor Technology, ticker symbol AMKR. On the demand side, 48.92 to 45.52. No supply in this company. Next company I have for you is going to be UHS, ticker symbol UHS. On the demand side, 139.66 to 133.17. On the supply side, 201.73 to 209.30. Next company for you I have is F5, ticker symbol FFIV. Networks, no supply on the demand side, 363.95 to 349.22, with a subsequent level at 329.38 to 317.86. Next company I have for you is going to be Cadence, ticker symbol CDNS. On the demand side, 265.98 to 244.77, with a subsequent level at 226.92 to 217.76. On the supply side, 405.96 to 416.92. Moving on to Tuesday morning, first company I have for you is PayPal, ticker symbol PYPL. On the supply side, 65.66 to 68.11. On the demand side, 47.35 to 45.75. Next company I have for you is going to be Boeing, ticker symbol BA. On the demand side, 181.09 to 176.20, with a subsequent level at 161.66 to 149.82. For your supply, 269.28 to 297.72. Next company I have for you is going to be Coca-Cola, ticker symbol KO. No supply in Coca-Cola as Coca-Cola has been taken off. On the demand side, first level I have for you is going to be at 76.76 to 75.17, with a subsequent level at 73.66 to 72.19, and clearly another level here at 71.68 to 69.72. So a lot of demand below $76, even more so under 75. Again, no supply in Coca-Cola. Next company I have for you is going to be UPS. Since our $80, $82 level, we have not come back. First level I have for you on the supply side is going to be 120.58 to 124.05. Just curious. $9. All right. They have a plus or minus of $9. So utilize this level with caution. You should be able to know Monday afternoon what's going to happen with this level. But your higher probability level is going to be at 133.53 to 137.12 on the supply side. Demand all the way at 98.40 to 97.09. And that's going to do it. Highly doubt we get all the way down to our 88, 86 level. But you never know. Next company I have for you is going to be Corning, ticker symbol GLW. On the supply side, 182.98 to 206.66. On the demand side, 116.65 to 99.45. Now, moving on to Tuesday after the market close. First company I have for you is going to be Enphase, ticker symbol ENPH. On the demand side, 20.30 to 11.51. On the supply side, 67.20 to 73.66. Next company I have for you is going to be Visa, ticker symbol V. On the demand side, 309.36 to 304.52. Subsequent level here at 293.46 to 288. Just saw another level here. Second. 326.64 to 316.70 on the demand side. Getting close to supply, 360 at 369.52 to 375.66. Next company I have for you is going to be Avis Budget Group, ticker symbol CAR, CAR. Holding this demand here. Tricky on using options. You can see we've been here since April, so not sure if we're going to get a move. Probably better as a stock play. 148.73 to 128.45. Went to crazy levels during COVID at 847, and just pretty much has been sitting here for the last 6 months. So be that as it may, might be a better stock trade than an option play, FYI. Next is going to be Ford, ticker symbol F. On the demand side, 12.38 to 11.78. On the supply side, 16.87 to 17.79. Next company I have for you is going to be Cheesecake Factory, ticker symbol CAKE, CAKE. No supply. On the demand side, 66.84 to 63.04. Moving on to Wednesday morning, SoFi is the first company I have for you, getting a lot of attention in the media. 15.10 to 13.89. This level has worked several occasions on the demand side. No supply for you until 24.32 to 25.56. Next company I have for you is going to be Flex, ticker symbol FLEX. No supply on the demand side, 92.18 to 84.31. Next company I have for you is going to be Generac, ticker symbol GNRC. On the supply side, 277.82 to 297.62. On the demand side, 115.55 to 104.90. Next company I have for you is going to be Humana, ticker symbol HUM. On the supply side, 447.61 to 474.52. On the demand side, 315.03 to 290.80. Next company I have for you is going to be ADP, ticker symbol ADP. On the demand side, 203.63 to 193.74. On the supply side, 279.13 to 287.95. Moving on to Wednesday morning, we got Microsoft and Meta reporting. However, I can't cover those here. Those are for our members. If you're curious to see how to get access to that weekly information, feel free to check the description below and subscribe. Well, here we go. Hood's kept in our ranges as well. 66.95 to 57.35 in on demand, and came right back to our supply at 114.70 to 124.95, and it's falling from there. That is what is intact. Those are the same levels we're going to utilize for earnings on Hood. Next company I have for you is going to be O'Reilly Auto Parts, ticker symbol ORLY. On the demand side, 80.76 to 78.32. On the supply side, 94.17 to 95.72. Next company I have for you is going to be Qualcomm, ticker symbol QCOM. On the demand side, 156.25 to 143.58. On the supply side, 235.14 to 247.04. Next company I have for you is going to be Lam Research, ticker symbol LRCX. Demand all the way down here at 222.57 to 214.69. No true supply in this company, so just let earnings play out on this. Next company I have for you is going to be Chipotle, ticker symbol CMG. It has been really struggling for quite some time now. First demand zone I have for you is going to be at 27.98 to 23.91. Supply at 45.23 to 47.17. Moving on to Thursday morning, first company I have for you is going to be MasterCard, ticker symbol MA. You can see we hit the supply zone earlier this week and fell for it at the fell from it 550.43 to 561.71. Got demand down here at 460.54 to 451 even. Looking at this now, I'm going to give you another level. Didn't mean to do that. Let's go with 500.91 to 482.11 on the demand side. Next company I have for you is going to be Ferrari, ticker symbol RACE. Our levels have held up pretty much. 312.63 to 293.12 was where we hit in March. Took off from there, have not reached our supply at 414.08 to 425.85. So we will continue to utilize those two levels until otherwise stated. Moving on, Ulterior Group, ticker symbol MO. Sitting here in our supply zone at 75.09 to 77.99. First demand zone I have for you is going to be at 67.21 to 65.46. If that fails, we can come all the way back down to 53.79 to 50.01. After the close on Thursday, we have Apple and Amazon. And again, due to respect of our members, I cannot cover those. If you want to subscribe to our weekly zones and daily zones for the Mag 7, again, feel free to subscribe below. Next company I have for you is going to be Reddit. On the supply side, 209.53 to 222.80. You can see this tried to reach this level 4 times, didn't get there. So charts are showing us that there is supply here. And then on the demand side, 118.43 to 106.22. Moving on to Friday, first company I have for you is going to be ExxonMobil, ticker symbol XOM. Came right down to our demand zone and took off. 136.83 to 134.28, coming right back up to this supply zone at 162.38 to 166.93. This level has worked once, so there's a subsequent level here at 170.94 to 176.64. And lastly, for Friday, I have for you is going to be Chevron. Came down to our level 168.16 to 163.99, and we're back to approaching our supply level here at 199.34 to 205.42. That's going to do it for me in the charts this week. Follow me on social media if you're not doing so already. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to email me. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button for me. Till next time, happy trading. We got a big week ahead of us, and hopefully this information helps.